Hi, I'm Jill from Humu Yoga, and this is the Gentle Yoga Practice. This week, we're working with the theme of vibrance. And what I mean by that is aging is not fading, but rather becoming vibrant in spirit, while at the same time learning how to move the body with gentle care. And we're going to focus on the central support or strength, or in yoga, we call it Uddiyana Bandha, which means flying upward. And we're also going to focus today on how to use those bandhas to enhance and strengthen our postures. So I always practice with a set of yoga blocks and a little yoga towel, but no props necessary. Let's take a moment to get centered, and I'll meet you on the mat. So to start, just notice how you're sitting. Maybe you want to have your leg out, or maybe you're sitting up on blocks or some props, or maybe your feet are out this way. But wherever you are, find a place where you can take your hands out to the side and sit up tall. First, we're going to engage in the muscles we're sitting on. We call that Mula Bandha, and what that means is root lock. So with those muscles engaged, you're supported from the ground up. And then above that, below the belly button, this is the one we're really focusing on today. Draw the belly back and get a sense of lifting upward. It's called Uddiyana Bandha, and it means flying upward. And then close your eyes and just feel that. And then begin to notice your breath. You can open your eyes here. Inhale and exhale. And then from here, we're going to take the hands on the thighs for a moment. What does it feel like now to pull the belly way in and round your spine? Pull the belly in here. And it should feel like a nice stretch, but you're supported. And then inhale, lift your belly and lift up. And try not to push your belly forward here, even though you might be in a little bit of a back bend. Lift up. And then we try that again. Curl, pull the belly in. And then sit up, and then come to a nice neutral where it's supported. And from here, we can just start to roll the shoulders. Roll the shoulders forward. Try to sit up the whole time. Roll the shoulders forward, and then we'll go the other way. Roll the shoulders back. Roll the shoulders back. And roll the shoulders back. And then from here, we'll reach the arms out to the side. Take a big breath in and reach up. Let's go ahead and elevate the shoulders and roll them away from your ears. And then with the bandhas engaged, especially that Uddiyana, feel that sense of lift as we side bend over to the right. You can take your right hand and pull in and really roll that right shoulder away from your ears. And then really feel the lift of your belly as you go deeper into this side bend. Side bend. You could maybe take your gaze up or maybe look straight ahead, whatever felt good in your body. And then rise up. And then we'll go to the other side. So inhale, lift up. Lift the shoulders, roll them away from your ears. Make sure your belly is lifted as we side bend over to the left. You can take your hand down, roll the shoulder away from your ear, especially that left one, and pull. Keep the belly in and pull down. See where you can go. Inhale and exhale. And then inhale, rise up. And then from here, let's just drop the right ear. We'll take the right hand, gentle neck stretch. Pull the belly in, roll your left shoulder away from your ear. And I'm not pulling with my hand, I'm just using the weight of my hand to draw the head down a little. And I'm feeling a nice stretch in my neck, taking the chin down towards my armpit. That changes it a little. Coming back and rising up. And we'll go to the other side. Drop the left ear, but really roll this right shoulder away from the right ear. Take the left hand to the side of the head, and it's just the weight of the hand. I'm not pulling. Lift your belly. Exhale, allow surrender to happen. And then draw the chin down. You could even drop the chin towards the armpit, really rolling this right shoulder away. Inhale, lift the belly. Exhale, go deeper. And then inhale and rise up. And from here, let's reach the arms, lift your belly, engage in that Uddiyana Bandha, and let's take a twist to the right. but it's not forced. You feel the sense of lift, inhale. And exhale, pull the belly in and see if you can go a little deeper to the right. And then inhale, reach up. Lift your belly as you reach up so you get height. And it's vibrant because it's so lifted and supported. And then exhale, turn to the left. Lift up, inhale, exhale, turn. One more, inhale, exhale, turn. And then inhale, let's reach up. And exhale, reaching out. Let's make our way over to all fours. So what's nice about this cat stretch in particular is you can really feel that sense of Uddiyana here. So go ahead and round your spine, really pushing down. Feel this lift. That's it. That's the feeling. Feel how that gives you a sense of lifting and lightness. And then inhale will come forward. Now notice how the tendency here might be to push the belly up, but lift it for support. So you're supporting the back bend here. And then one more time, we're just going to round one more time, pull way in and up. Now stay here for a moment, widen your knees, try to drop your butt down, but now try to lengthen your side body out. And what happens when you pull your belly in here and exhale, reach forward. Inhale, pull the belly in. Keep that belly lifted, reach, exhale. And again, inhale, exhale. Slowly making our ways to all fours. I'm going to use the blocks here because they give me a little bit of height and it makes this pose a little bit lighter, which is going to be downward facing dog. So let's lift into it the same way. Let's come into a rounded cat. Pull the belly way in. Feel the lift, push down. So you feel that upper body working and take it back. And if you need to, you could bend the knees to get your chest closer to your legs. So if your back was rounded here, you could come back. You could lift the heels, that's fine, and try to lower them. Reach through your arms. Now, can you pull your belly way in and back? Notice that gives you a sense of lightness. And then from here, let's slowly walk up. But pull the belly in the whole time. You could have your feet quite wide. And find your way to the front of the mat as best you can. Pull your belly in. Maybe you want to hang here for a moment. You can release your neck. It's okay if your knees were slightly bent, that's fine. Releasing. And then from here, release the hands. If you needed to, bend the knees. We're going to curl up through the spine, but by pulling the belly in. It's like you're pulling the belly back, Uddiyana, coming all the way up, one vertebra at a time, all the way up to standing. Roll the shoulders back, pause in nice and Tadasana, mountain pose. Now notice, take a moment. Can you align your pubic bone and belly button so your butt's not in an anterior pelvic tilt and it's not in a posterior pelvic tilt? It's nice and neutral. And then from here, keeping that sense of Uddiyana Bandha, we're going to drop the chin and curl down, pull the belly in, and we're sequencing the spine. So we're starting with the upper back, going to the middle back, and then rounding the low back, but pulling the belly in the whole time. If you needed to, you could bend your knees, so do the best you can. And then once we're down here, we're going to grab the elbows again and just see where you go. Breathe. Do the best to keep your legs straight, but only what feels good in your body. And then from here, we're going to lengthen the back. So we try to find that nice straight back, hinging at the hips. Just notice the stretch. Do you feel a nice stretch in the back of the hamstrings? And then exhale, fold. And then from here, we're going to take the hands back to the blocks, look up, and we'll take it back to down dog. Just notice what your down dog feels like now. Reaching, come down to the knees. And if you wanted to, optional, we'll use the blocks for puppy pose. So keep your hips over your knees and we'll reach the arms forward and just try to melt here. Just try to melt. You don't have to get your head all the way down, but maybe you could. Just reach. You could elevate the shoulders. Maybe you want to retract the shoulders. Maybe you want to elevate. Just play with that, but keep the belly lifted. And then inhale, we'll rise up. And from here, I'm going to go ahead and put the blocks to the side for a moment. And we'll come to seated. So we'll just have the legs out in front of us for Dandasana. And just notice when you're in Dandasana, is your spine rounded? Or maybe you need to bend the knees here. Actually, let's try that. Let's sit up tall. And for a moment, curl your pelvis back and pull your belly in. Just feel that. That's the Uddiyana. And then sit up tall, even if you have to bend the knees. Now we're going to bend the right knee in towards the armpits. Notice my pelvis curled back a little. That's okay. This is hip flexion. We're going to open the hips a bit here. And then from here, let's take the leg across and try your best to sit up. You could even sit up on a block if you needed to get this height. Some of you can bend the knee and sit up tall. And try to open this knee as best you can so you're feeling the outer hip stretch and lift up. Try to lift that sternum up, breathing. And then from here, we're going to take it to Janu Sirsasana. So the right foot comes to the inner thigh of the left leg and try to sit up. This is where a prop might come in handy if your hamstrings were tight. You could bend the knee and use a longer one if you needed to, and then try to straighten, but pull your belly in now and exhale and see if that allows you to go deeper. Inhale, pull the belly in, exhale. And then inhale, lengthen and rise up. We'll go to the other side. So allowing now your pelvis to curl back as you pull this right knee in, a Kranadhanurasana. It's like a bow and arrow. Pull back, hip flexion. And then from here, we're going to take the leg across. So now we're going to feel more outer hips. And try your best to sit up. If you have to bend this knee to do that, that's fine, because we're going to bend it anyway. We come here and lift up. You really want to be feeling this outer hip. Lift up. And then from here, let's go ahead and take this leg down. We're going to lift the belly as you turn over that right foot. If you needed your prop, bend the knee to get the back lengthened, and then pull your belly way in and allow a forward bend. Inhale. Exhale, shoulders away from your ears. Breathe. Inhale, really pull the belly in. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen, lifting the belly, and we'll come out of the pose. Let's go ahead and come into Paschimottanasana. So if your hamstrings were tight, you could use your prop here. Bend the knees, inhale, exhale, pull forward. Breathe, lift your belly. Notice how when you lift through your belly, you can go deeper. Inhale and exhale. Shoulders away from your ears as best you can. And then inhale, lengthen, pulling the belly way in and rising up. And from here, we're going to do a nice roll back towards the floor. So inhale here. Sit up really tall, even if that means bending your knees. You could even have your feet a little wider if you needed to. Inhale, exhale. Now curl your spine. This is a spine stretch. Really pull the belly in. Just go to here for a moment and then curl up. You really feel that. You could even bend the knees if you needed to. Inhale, exhale, curl. Start to really pull your belly in. Curl. Draw way back. You can use your hands at any point and come all the way down. And then from here, let's do a nice articulating bridge. Well, you can really feel the Uddiyana here. So take a breath in. Feet are about hip width. Whirl. That's where you feel it. Pull the belly in. You feel the back of the legs working, lifting you up, up, up. Really feel the back of the legs. Lift up, pull in and up. And then inhale, reach the arms. If you wanted to, you could lift your heels. We'll slowly curl down. Pull your belly way in here. Allow the spine to curl. And this really helps that Uddiyana to find that. And then once you're here, let's just take the feet together, the knees out, and breathe. Inhale. Keep feeling that lift. Exhale. One more big breath in. Exhale. If you wanted to, you could pause the video and stay here. It feels really good. But let's go ahead and take the arms out to the side, and we'll come into a twist. So inhale, let's lift the hips up, shift them to the left. Let your knees come up and take your legs over. So notice how this left shoulder popped up. That's okay. Inhale here. Keep your belly lifted. Exhale, let the ribs come around. Inhale, Uddiyana Bandha, feel that lift. Exhale, feel the vibrance and the twist. One more. Exhale. And let's bring the legs back. Lift the hips up, shift to the right. Knees up, inhale. Exhale, legs over. Inhale here, pull the belly in. Exhale, allow the left ribs to come to the right, and then the right shoulder will draw down very naturally. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, coming back. Let's just take a moment. You could hug in. You could curl up if you wanted to. And then exhale, finding yourself in Shavasana, where we just become that vibrance and stay in that. Stay in that. And you could stay here as long as you'd like. And I'm going to go through some inspirational quotes on vibrance. Vibrance is greeting the day with gratitude, even when the sky is gray. In the rush of daily life, vibrance is found in the moments you slow down and truly see what's around you. A vibrant life isn't about big events. It's about bringing joy and energy to the small, ordinary moments. When you smile at a stranger, savor your coffee, or take a deep breath in the sunlight, that's vibrance. Vibrance is the courage to keep showing up for your life with open eyes, an open heart, and a touch of wonder. Let your inner vibrance ripple out into everything you do. Namaste.